been a while since I made a video. Um, just pure laziness, man. I'll probably get into that at some point. Uh, I'm sure I'm not the only one who's been dealing with that lately, but today we're gonna be talking about, the difference, or well, the lack of difference between a child and an adult. So let's get this started. Adults, all the real only difference between an adult and a child is that the adult got older. Pure. That's the pure difference. The adult got older. The adult has different problems. The adult is the exact same as a child. We're all really just children. Like when you boil it down, we are the same thing that children are made of. So next time you think you're like just all this, all that, humble yourself. You're really just a child. And even better, when you see somebody else acting quote unquote immature, just realize that they are also just children. You know what I mean? Think about the way a child behaves. When they don't get what they want, they're upset. When things don't work out the way they expect them to, they're upset. They're more likely to put the blame on somebody else than on themselves. And more often than not, you take child out of that sentence and replace it with adult, I think everybody would agree with that statement, wouldn't they? Like, there is fundamentally no difference between the emotions a child feels and the emotions an adult feels. It's just the reasoning behind them that changes. So when you take this into account, not only is it easier to forgive yourself, it's easier to forgive others because we're really all just children here. We're learning. And like, don't bash anybody's path, dude. Like, people came here with certain lessons that they needed to learn. And when you disrespect them because they haven't learned these lessons yet, it really just makes everything so much harder than it has to be. Like, I know everybody's been, a rebellious teenager, right? And they do something stupid and learn the consequences of it. Like, you fuck up, or you like go to jail or something. You get out of jail and your parents are bitching, bitching, bitching at you, rightfully so. But what is the first thing that comes to mind? I already learned my lesson from this. Like, or like maybe you haven't. Maybe you'd be willing to do it again because you don't care about the consequences. But don't you realize that it is frustrating to learn the consequences, to feel the consequences of something, and then have somebody else be the consequence to your actions. It's very frustrating, and you just wish that they would let you feel the consequences that are already naturally occurring without, their input, to put it into more harsh terms. Not to say that their input is invaluable, but this is inherently the way we feel, correct? So understand that when you are treating somebody like they shouldn't be experiencing the issues that they're experiencing, you're fundamentally doing that same thing. And it's better not to, because the person in question will feel more accounted for, listened to, and they will understand that they are in the presence of somebody who actually understands what they're going through and gives a shit. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing more compelling than a person who can put themselves in somebody else's shoes. it's that, you know, like if you really want to experience more love, right? And you want to smooth out more relationships, it's better that you just understand people are imperfect and they're going to seem ridiculous sometimes. And that's okay. Not everybody has to be perfectly reasonable because neither are you. So, I hope this message helps you guys work out your relationships with other people and makes them just a little bit easier. So, all blessings to you. You have a good day.